Going live!
Hi, how are you? Welcome to BrandTEA, hosted by the RADII marketing team. I'm Greg Young, social media specialist at RADII.
I'm Elaine, the brand strategy director.
And I am Mavis, the PR and partnership strategist.
And today we're going to be sharing all the tea on all the brands across China. This month's episode is dedicated to the special brand collaborations that really made us want to do this podcast. Elaine, there's so many things that we have to go through today. Why don't you start us off?
Okay, well, why don't I start with a little bit more of an introduction of what BrandTEA actually is about. So, hi, we are the marketing team at RADII, and because we are the marketing team, we are usually the first to see what consumers are being sold here in China. And, RADII generally talks a lot about like art and culture and movies and entertainment and so forth and so forth.
Something like that.
Yeah, but we rarely get a chance to actually talk about a huge part of Chinese youth culture, which is shopping.
The part that I love.
And so, and basically what brands are trying to do to stand out to Chinese youth. And so we figured we would do that today, go through some of the things that we saw in 2020 that we found especially intriguing, interesting, plain weird.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah, mind-boggling.
But also telling.
Yeah.
Really good. Something really good.
Yeah.
Treasures, gems.
Basically trends that... Gems. Trends that we felt like we didn't really see being talked about elsewhere in everyone else's 2020 wrap-ups, but we want to call attention to before we move on. All right, and I guess I'm starting out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so basically my trend that I noticed, which was incredibly bizarre, was the intersection between fast food and high fashion. And so this started with an Alexander Wang and McDonald's campaign that began actually around the New Year's last year, where Alexander Wang did these decorated paper bag clutches and this goth picnic basket.
I remember this moment,
Yeah, for McDonald's. And it was definitely one of those things where it's like, I'm not sure what the intersection between McDonald's and Alexander Wang fans are, but I guess there's some Venn diagram out there because it was actually quite popular.
Yeah.
Just so you know, this goth picnic basket, and I'm going to show it up on here as well. Ooh.
We're flipping through the photos on our Instagram.
Oh. Maybe I didn't have it on here, but basically, they had a goth picnic basket that went for 58,888 RMB. And somebody bought it.
What a bargain.
Yeah, somebody bought it. So that, I guess, kicked off a trend because a couple of months later, to celebrate the 80th birthday of fried chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken decided to partner with Karl Lagerfeld.
Chicken!
Yeah, and as you can see, it's got a very similar color scheme. People kind of accused KFC of ripping off the idea because, well, it looks like a direct ripoff. And this one didn't hit quite as well as the Alexander Wang one, but it's probably also because, well, the Karl Lagerfeld brand isn't very well known in China, so maybe they don't know this, but everybody in the fashion world knows that Karl Lagerfeld is kind of famous for hating fat people.
Yeah, he's just famous for being an all-around monster.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, to be fair, Alexander Wang now has been revealed to be an all-around monster as well, so maybe that's the...
Allegedly. Okay.
All right.
Allegedly, battling sexual harassment.
Yes, allegedly Alexander Wang is... Yesterday we were calling him Alexander McWong.
Yeah, Alexander
McWong.
But so maybe I wonder what the next fast food collaboration is going to be, right? Like, is it going to be Tim Hortons with Vivian Tam or something?
Very fancy ice cap.
It'll definitely be white rabbit and something
Oh my
for
goodness.
sure.
Yeah. I don't think this trend is going to die though, because fast food in China does have a very different connotation than it does in the West. I mean, KFC was actually the fancy place to take people when it first opened here in the 80s.
For sure.
I remember when I was here in the late 90s. Pizza Hut had a velvet rope going into it, and it was where you would take your dates. So obviously, the luxury Tim Tams and White Rabbit, Roland says, that's a very...
Ooh, Tim Tams.
Yeah, but where's the luxury?
Yeah, where's the luxury?
Who's going to partner with that? Gucci?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Versace.
Ooh, Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
Something a little just over the top flamboyant.
Actually, how could Dolce & Gabbana screw this up? I would be curious to see.
Possibly
I would love to see what they do that somehow becomes denoted as racist. But anyways, all right. But yes, that's basically the trend that I saw in 2020 that I think is actually going to go into 2021, and I am excited to see what bizarre and mind-boggling collaborations happen.
Excellent.
Yeah. Now we're going to pass to Greg for him to show something that he saw.
I'm going to be sharing something that's really close to my heart. It involves Wang Yibo. Let me just find the photo for Instagram out there. Here it is. Wang Yibo. This is a picture of Wang Yibo. He's modeling for Swarovski and the Palace Museum collaboration.
Who is Wang Yibo?
Who is Wang Yibo? If you don't know Wang Yibo, I am not going to tell you.
Educate us.
Wang Yibo is a musician, dancer, actor. He is in the band Unique, that is UNIQ.
Overall heartthrob.
Uniqlo Overall Heartthrob.
Mm-hmm.
He first got on our radar through The Untamed, which was on TV in 2019. His co-star Xiao Zhan is also very popular. If you're one of the Xiao Zhan fans, please don't crash our website. We love you. We love Sean. We just love Wang Yibo a little bit more. So the reason that I wanted to talk about this collaboration, Swarovski is obsessed, has been courting Wang Yibo for quite some time. For those of you that might be following his Douyin account, they bought him a bedazzled, yes, gemmed out, rhinestoned motorcycle helmet. That
very flashy.
Very flashy.
Not
he does ride a
cheap.
motorcycle. He is a tough dude.
He's a tough dude.
He's a tough dude.
Swarovski has been courting him for quite some time. He's one of their brand ambassadors. But Wang Yibo is also, just in general, all over the place with his brands.
Greg, we've seen him on KFC
ads,
Head and Shoulders.
He is Head and Shoulders of Head and Shoulders.
He is Head and Shoulders of Head and Shoulders.
But also he has another shampoo. He's with Safeguard as well.
Yes.
So is he the Safeguard of Safeguard?
He's with Safeguard.
He's safeguarding
Safeguard.
Okay.
And he's also
Safeguard. Perfect Diary, Abby's Choice.
So many things.
So many.
Basically, we're gonna throw up like 20 or so different ad campaigns from Wang Yibo onto our story later today. So if you want to see all the different things, it's really a spectrum. Like anything that you could possibly buy, he's trying to sell you. And with a face like that, honestly, I'm buying. But let's talk about there are two reasons why I wanted to bring up this Palace Museum Wang Yibo Swarovski collab. And one of them is Wang Yibo. The other is that Palace Museum is aggressively collaborating with a bunch of different brands now. This is a trend that we're seeing across China, not only with Chinese museums though, big museums from the West like the V&A and the Met are also collaborating with lifestyle and luxury brands to bring one-off products to China. It's a very interesting development. I think the Palace Museum, other things from the Palace Museum, they collaborated with Miniso, which has all of those like household things that you need, sort of like IKEA, sort of like what is that Japanese brand?
Muji.
Muji, yes, sort of like a Chinese Muji. Also, Oreo. If you are just, bored on the internet, please go check out the Oreo Palace Museum commercial. It is fantastic. It's worth your time. Go check it out. But let's talk a little bit about this specific collaboration between Swarovski and the Palace Museum, because I am less than enthralled. So we have some necklaces and earrings here. We have different ones up on the screen for YouTube and Instagram. Let's start out with this one. It's a swan in this hexagonal shape. It looks very junior. I wouldn't want to wear it myself. It's not something that I'd say that I would really, really want to buy.
But it would really bring out your eyes.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does not. It looks very childish. It looks like something that, if it didn't cost thousands of renminbi, probably I would buy for like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Something you see at Claire's or.
Yeah, definitely something you'd see at Claire's. The same with this kind of like necklace and earring pair. It's very colorful, but I can't really see the inspiration from the Palace Museum. I don't really get it. Again, I'm not the target audience. I hardly wear any jewelry on my body, and I'm not Chinese, obviously. But
What?
yeah,
You're not?
believe it or not, I'm not even a half.
Oh my gosh.
Also, this earring combination would really caught my attention.
Sweetie.
Happy
This
New
is
Year.
DAJI earring set.
Daji Dali.
DAJI Dali.
Would you wear that?
I
Or
really-
auspicious vibes?
Only if I were
Bring in the cash.
Only if I were a dealer working the tables at the Venetian in Macau and
Yeah.
I wore this earring set.
Bring in that
It's
poker
so bad. Anyway, this is just one of the collaborations that inspired us to do this show.
cash.
But what have you got for us now from Gucci, Mavis?
Yeah, since we're talking Daji Dali, let's go to the New Year's.
Yeah.
What I think really interesting is the cutification of designer products, right? So I moved back to Asia around a year ago, and I've been observing all these zodiac animal trends every year during Chinese New Year. Big brands are just throwing so much money into making sure Chinese people spend their money on a product that would only really last a year, not at all spotlighting longevity at all. We have Gucci and Mickey last year. Last year was the year of the rat, so designer brands flocked to Disney for inspiration.
Everyone wanted
do
to
something
work with
Disney.
Mickey
A piece
Mouse.
of Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse was the Wang Yibo of cartoon characters.
Mickey is the famous mouse, right?
It's a tier 1 mouse.
Yes, so tier 1 mouse, the Ivy League mouse. So for example, we have this Gucci Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. Honestly, it looks like a sweatshirt I would wear on a lazy Sunday afternoon, but it's 3 times the price that I would pay for a Disneyland sweatshirt.
Yeah, it looks very like Disney shop.
It looks comfortable, but the price point is obviously going to be insane because it's a Gucci product.
I'm gonna admit that it kind of looks like when somebody fakes a Gucci product.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that too. It also
Okay.
looks very Shanghai.
Okay. Shots fired. And then after we spotted the Gucci collab, we also found out that SK2 hopped on the Disney bandwagon, featuring Mickey patting on the skin essence. That is the exact way you should be doing the treatment on your face, right? So we have Mickey on the SK2 skin essence. And then we have the second tier. Would you call Tom and Jerry the second tier mouse?
mouse.
Yeah, there were other mice. There were other mice to be highlighted throughout 2020.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jerry of Tom and Jerry was not the top pick for most brands.
Yeah, so Looney Tunes, well cherished as well, but in the grand scheme of the hierarchy, he is probably not as desired as Mickey. So
It's
he
an
ended
also
up-
ran mouse.
So he ended up on an Italian bag designer Etro's Zodiac New Year collection last year. Tell me what you guys think. Would you buy a bag like this? It is really cute, right?
But there were other mice too that we could have seen in 2020 that we didn't see.
Yeah.
So I mean, Jerry's pretty lucky to have gotten in there. Like, for instance, I can think of like RADII.
Ratatouille.
Nobody was using RADII. Why didn't we see any RADII collaborations?
No.
He was Chef Rat, right?
Yeah, Chef Rat.
We could
Chef
think of
Rat.
some people that could have leaned into a Ratatouille collaboration. Eddie Huang.
Eddie. Why didn't you
2032
seize the
is the
chance?
year for Eddie.
Eddie,
and
if you're
Ratatouille.
listening to us, pick up that Ratatouille franchise.
You
while
have
still
11
can.
years. Now you have 11 years to prep for the next round. And then so we are entering the year of the ox in 2 days.
What are the ox that we can look forward to?
Yeah,
with
so
oxen?
what are some fun things brands are doing? So, where's the Doraemon?
So, oh
There's
no.
no Doraemon.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess
It's okay.
we only have it on here then. That's strange, though. I wonder why. Well, basically, the main thing is that there are no specific Ox franchises, right?
Yes,
It seems.
there are no really significant cute ox cartoons out there.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, we're seeing big brands lean into some of the more, iconic, versatile childhood icons. In this case, Gucci is leaning into Doraemon, a Japanese robotic cat. A lot of us in Asia grew up watching the anime. It's about time traveling, companionship. The robotic cat is helping his best friend sort through teenage angst. So what happened this year? They decided to put bull horns on Doraemon and turn Doraemon into a gilded figure.
A gilded cow.
A gilded cow.
Yes, a gilded cow.
Beautiful.
Doraemon is historically, a robot without ears. Never had ears, but lo and behold, we have ears here.
Yeah, he found his ears and they just came with cow horns as well.
Ears, cow horns.
I always felt like he did need ears, though. I never
He did?
understood why he did.
I
not
mean,
have
he
them.
could do anything. He didn't need ears, right?
The ears were stolen. That's like the plot point.
Oh, okay. I thought you made that up. I didn't think it was an
No,
actual plot point. His ears were
Okay.
stolen.
Do
Okay.
you guys know what happened to Doraemon's ears? Can you?
Where are they?
Where are
What happened?
Doraemon's ears?
Are they on the secondhand market
Gucci
now?
found them, okay?
Regardless, Gucci reinvented ears and implemented bull horns. So there you go. Year of the Ox. We're seeing this at a lot of the really big Shanghai malls. Doraemon, giant Doraemon with the golden ears, golden horns, standing in front of the Gucci stores. I wonder how long people will want to use or wear these shoes or wear these accessories. They're on, wallets and leather goods.
There's got to be some bulls, some oxen out there that we could have collaborated with.
Yeah, I'm surprised because, there's the Chicago Bulls, and there's like the very, very cherished childhood snack, the Baby Bells, the teeny tiny mozzarella balls.
Yeah.
You peel them.
Yeah, laughing cow.
Yes, and you just consume 30 and you feel so sick and you want to throw up, but it's a childhood memory. And
An iconic childhood
iconic, and you eat them with the snack bowls. Great snack.
Andy Warhol had the silk
Andy.
screen cow print, 1966.
Yes. Yeah, no one
Guys,
utilized that.
Why isn't anybody clamoring to
No,
collab there?
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, or Red Bull.
Red Bull, Chicago Bulls.
This should be Red Bull's year.
Yeah.
Has Red Bull been doing anything?
Red Bull is a Thai brand, though, isn't it?
I mean,
They're from Thailand.
what is a
Let's
Thai-
fact check that. We'll
Yeah,
fact check
yeah,
that.
we'll
Don't fact check us. Chick-fil-A cow mascot. That's true.
Yes.
That's true. I mean, once again, like luxury and fast food, right? So, like,
To be fair, we're seeing a lot of just generic bull motifs across the board, like Burberry. Apple has the bull motif on their new ear pods.
yeah.
So not cutesy bull things.
I mean, Ford is really like breaking through the crowd though with their
Oh, yeah. Okay.
pigeons and horse.
Yeah. So the Ford seems to have done the biggest misstep of 2021 so far in that they realized, you know what, we don't have a car named after bulls, but the next best thing, I guess, is a horse. So let's call it the year of the horse instead.
Mustang.
Brave,
Yeah.
bold choice.
Very bold.
I I think that's it for today, though, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Any fun collabs you guys?
Well, actually, Mavis, I want to ask because you're closer to the target age, I think, for these what Gucci would be trying to sell. How do you actually feel about these cartoons gracing luxury products?
I am gonna be honest. I grew up watching Doraemon, so when Doraemon showed up on all these bags, I kind of was like, this is not terrible. And then Louis
This is not terrible.
This is not
Maybe
terrible.
not like the reaction that people wanted.
It's not terrible. Not terrible. It's
Oh,
not
it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. But then I looked across, like at different brands, and for example, Louis is doing a very, very cute Totoro collab with, the dust bunnies, and so that was like the cutest out of all the cute cartoon collabs I've seen. So if I really had to pick like a ridiculous or like a really flamboyant cartoon luxury crossover product, I would probably go for the Louis dust bunnies. They're a little bit more subtle. The colors are, muted. They're black, right? So it's more versatile for my closet. It's not, as stark as a product to incorporate into your daily life. What do you think?
Well, I mean, once again, I'm probably not the target audience for both Gucci products or the Doraemon products. I mean, when I was working in advertising, I was working for an FMCG client, and we also used Doraemon to sell basically lunchboxes and milk powders. And so it seems a little bizarre to me to watch something that we used to sell milk powder go so high fashion. Or bring high fashion down to teenage fashion, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a very junior line, especially.
Yeah.
But I guess that's who's buying luxury products nowadays. It's obviously not just the tie-ties, it's the tie-ties 15-year-old kids. So
The Floridas, perhaps.
yeah, so I mean, I guess we're probably going to see a lot of this going forward, right? This is a trend that's here to stay.
Yes, definitely. Gucci North Face. Gucci Doraemon.
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah, I think...
Are we ready to wrap? I think that's all the tea that we have. We've spilled it all. There's no more tea. Sorry.
Yes.
It's sold out. So, join us next month. If you'd like to comment or you have concerns or questions, you can slide into our DMs.
But we also want to hear what you guys have seen. Have you seen any cute collabs that you're like, what is this?
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Send us your collabs. Send us your crazy brand stories from China. Slip into our DMs or email us at marketing@radiichina.com.
Before we go, though, because somebody has been pinging us on the YouTube to ask us a question, are the cartoons being popular an ironic thing, or do foreign characters have different contexts? I do not think this is ironic at all.
No,
actually.
No.
China's consumers love the cutesiness, they love the luxury, and so they are actually buying this stuff up.
Yeah.
Very,
It's
earnestly.
not ironic. It's
Earnestly.
for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not drill, guys.
The KFC Karl Lagerfeld, Alexander
That felt a little
McDonald's,
ironic.
definitely a little bit ironic.
Because
Especially when you saw Alexander Wang in
Exactly.
the Metro advertisements. He looked really deranged.
to be fair, bucket bags were very big
Sorry.
2 years ago.
Burning bridges left and right.
Yeah.
on this
By the way,
show.
KFC, McDonald's, Alexander Wang, Karl Lagerfeld, Gucci. If you guys would like to work with us, please do. Also slide into our DMs. We love you very much.
Please. We love
We
your
appreciate
money. We love
your
your money.
creativity.
We love
Yeah.
your product.
Yeah.
It's innovative.
Okay, guys. I think we
Okay.
really got to end it there. That's gotta
Yes.
be. We burnt enough bridges today.
Okay, yes.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys. Okay.